On this day in history, July 1st, 552, the Battle of Taginae is fought, in which Byzantine forces under Narses defeat the Ostrogoths in Italy, and the Ostrogoth king, Totila, is mortally wounded. Included in the following is an excerpt from the 1944 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica going over the history of the battle. The Battle of Taginae was fought in July 552. It terminated the Gothic wars of the Emperor Justinian, and was won over the Gothic king, Badulia, by the eunuch Narses, a general who in ability rivaled the great Belisarius, his contemporary. Taginae is situated below the Apennines near modern Gubbio. Narses had crossed the head of the valley of the Chioschio when Badulia arrived and seized its main outlet. The Goth ranged the whole of his horsemen in front. His infantry, mostly archers, he drew up in a second line. His aim was to ride down the imperial army in one terrific charge. Belisarius had noted the weakness in the Gothic tactics, namely that there was no cooperation between lance and bow. Narses now aimed at this cooperation, but in a novel form which closely resembles the combined tactics made use of by Edward III at Cressy. He dismounted his cavalry, foederati, and formed a phalanx 8,000 strong, on the wings of which he drew up 8,000 archers with their outer ranks thrown forward. In the rear of these he posted his Roman cavalry to combine fire and shock. His left flank he rested on a small hill, which he occupied by a force of infantry, and at the foot of which he deployed a few squadrons of cavalry. At noon, Badulia, ignoring the archers, suddenly charged his enemy's center, expecting to overwhelm it. For infantry he held in contempt. He was met by a tremendous converging fire of arrows which slew and dismounted hundreds of his knights. After several assaults he clinched with the imperial center, its protective base of action, which held him firm whilst his flanks were plied with arrows. At length, exhausted, the Gothic horsemen broke back, when immediately Narses launched his mounted squadrons, driving them in confusion onto their infantry which were ridden over. The victory was complete.